Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, this is Spirit Journey. And, wow, I'm just getting up actually. It is Thursday, um, January 21st, 2016, and it's 8:40 a.m. in the morning. Yes, I am just getting up. And this is my little doggie here. Yeah, my little peanut head, I call her. Her name is Lilac. Well, this is a quickie video, but if I get too long-winded as usual, please forgive me. I just want to share this video. I feel so good this morning. I, um, I had a good night's sleep, and I, ju- I just I just feel very good. I had a very wonderful day yesterday. Oh, I just feel I felt so hopeful. Let me share you what happened. With me, it's the little things that really excite me when on this spirit journey when I feel that things are starting to open up for me and give me a sense of hope and a future. So I just, again, this channel is really to just encourage people too, and to to share with you my spiritual journey. Okay, I am on jury duty. I'm actually on a grand jury, and uh, it sounds so silly. Well, we had a short day. We were only there for like an hour, and we were told that we can leave for the day. And we're finishing up um, this particular case we're working on, and because I was tired and I felt I was falling asleep, my body, I was just tired. And so, I had an appointment to go to after this grand jury at 7 p.m. So here it was like, let's see, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and I had an appointment for 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. So what did I do? Well, um, I went to this department store, which is right near the area where I had to go to yesterday. And it was the department store is called Bloomingdale's. It's in Manhattan on 50, 59th Street on Lexington. And I used to go to this store, just browse around when I was a teenager. I was 17 years old, and it was kind of intimidating. It was a very kind of ritzy, inexpensive store, and it had so many new things in it. But I went in there to kill some time. I had a couple hours to kill, and when I went in, the they had like a door person, like a greeter, a male and female, and both of them black. Well, back 36 years ago, they didn't have blacks working in that store. The store looked different. It was nicely set up, very nice, and he asked me if I need any assistance, need any help. How could he help me? I said, oh, I'm okay. And then I went back to him. I said, yeah, you can help me. I said, I think I like to sit down somewhere. Do you have any area where I could sit? And he said, oh, I'll show you. He said, are you okay? Do you need some water? I said, oh, I'm okay. And he kept repeating, are you sure do you want you want some water? I said, no, I just, I have an appointment, uh, nearby, and, I just need some, a place to just sit down until that time. And, I am a little tired. But he was really nice about it. And he told me the directions how to get to the sitting area. And, yeah, the sitting area is in like their customer service area. And it was cozy, had some nice chairs. And I stayed there, and I try to contact the place that the appointment, but the office wasn't open. So I said, boy, I better, that means I have to stay here for a while until the place opens. But the feel of the store it was positive. It, it was just a positive energy, very, very nice, the decor of the store. And, years ago they wouldn't give a hoot of, asking at least how they came across back then to me. Again, I was just a teenager, and it was the first time my being in a store like this, in the city. And so, um, so I said, well, I might as well walk around since that business is not open. So I went in the jewelry department where they had watches. I'm sorry, I went to the watch department. And I was approached by a salesman, and he said, "Oh, could I help you with anything?" And then I said, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm just browsing." And then another man asked me, and I said, I'm just browsing." And I said, and I was just sharing with them, that I had gone to this, their store years ago, and I just started talking a little bit about myself, and it was very receptive. Then we just started talking. Oh, I don't know. I did ask him about a watch, an automatic watch, if they had, and um, and that's how it started. And one thing led to another in a conversation. His name is, I'm not going to give the full name, but his name is Leo. And Leo is from Brazil, and a light skinned fellow, and could be in his 40s or something like that, early 50s. Very, very nice. He had a ring on his, let's see, on the right hand, in the, the ring finger, but on the right hand, and it was a skeleton ring. And I said, oh, what is the significance of this? I see, things with skeletons, and sometimes they decorated, and then it just went, and I felt more open to talk to him about, I was telling him about my life, and how just even coming here, that things change, and then he talked about um, how he started working for the store, and his development, and what was that now with him? Oh, his interests about that he eventually wants to. Oh, he had a lot of synchronicities in his life coming from Brazil to the U.S. He came here, I think, yeah, 2001. It was, let's see, it could have been 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after 9/11. Oh, but it was in Florida. He physically arrived, but then he came to New York a couple of years later, and he just started sharing me about his life, and I just I felt so good, and he seemed very real. He seemed very relaxed, unpretentious, and I just I felt, I don't know, he's he gave me his business card, and I definitely would like to keep in contact with him, and especially now that I'm just discovering meditation, and the appointment that I had to go to was at an institution. It's called, the abbreviation is I.A.C, International Academy of Consciousness. They locate, I think the address is 122 East, I'm sorry, yeah, 122 East 57th Street. And it's off Lexington Avenue. And it's a place where you learn how to, what they call, some people call it astral projection, and they also offer other things regarding, you know, about the spiritual realm and navigating in it. And yeah, this first time that I signed up for this place, I found out about them online, and I think I talked to Leo about it, you know, and he's interested in spirituality also, and how this physical world, how we're so preoccupied with it, and he wants to live a simpler life, and that he eventually wants to move to Mexico. Oh, and he likes what do you call it? Looking at ruins also. Yeah, that's also how our conversation started. That he was vacationing in Mexico, and he had looked at these. Oh, it was a skeleton that he was looking. It's a, what do you call it? A burial site, an ancient burial site in what do you call it? The capital of Mexico. Oh, Mexico City. And he was showing me the ruins, and how people there are not afraid of death. You know, certain cultures within Mexico, that death isn't something to be feared, but a liberation. And yeah, that's how it started. You know, because the ring on his finger, and so yeah, that's how the conversation it developed really. And yeah, so when it was time for me to leave Bloomingdale's, I went to I called the facility IAC first, and they were finally open. They said you can come anytime after 6:30 p.m. So I got there like a quarter to 7, and so I was on my way, and I arrived, and I had a wonderful time at IAC yesterday. I We were there for a couple of hours. It only supposed to be an hour and a half long. Well, by the time I looked at, we were exchanging telephone numbers at the facility. It was after 9:30. You know, it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. The it was in a very very small room. It had, what was it, 18 people. It was a shoebox. We were all sitting real close together. They had a speaker up front, and it was exciting. We were able to ask questions, and I just felt a sense of hope, um, that I feel that I was doing the right thing, being there, and I did sign up for class. This was a free orientation to inform you what the whole process of astral projection and the different classes that they offer. And I signed up for the 4 weekend classes, 4 modules. Each module is uh, all day Saturday and Sunday, like from 1 to 6, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Um, Saturday and Sunday for 4 weekends. And I signed up for all of them. Yeah, as usual, I'm a little impulsive, but I feel good about it. And that's why I'm sharing you this. And the people there had very good questions, and they shared some of their experiences. It was a very humble crowd, uh, a relatively young crowd, 20 something, 30 something, and they had a little older. Um, the demographics also, let's see, um, African American, Afro Latino, more Afro Latinos, um, and 2 Caucasians, and one Asian looking female. Um, but it was one. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I was just, I think more of the age of the people, and maybe I was thinking that they were going to be a little older, but it was all good. And I'm excited because I'm coming more out of my shell, and, I'm now meeting people, who are also interested in spirituality, not religion, but spirituality. And even in my grand jury duty, um, this woman that I met, she's also into, she meditates. She's been doing this meditation for a number of years. And we're able to share ideas about about metaphysics. And I think this would be her last week at the grand jury. They allowed her to take off for next week, but we exchanged telephone numbers, and she's someone that I would definitely like to keep in contact with to share ideas. And just like this gentleman at Bloomingdale's, Leo, that that I met yesterday, I definitely would like to keep in contact, because I feel at this point in my life I need to be with like-minded people, and to be able to share ideas. And um, the more people you know, the more introductions you can do with each other, and meet other people and new opportunities, in the field of spirituality. And so that's also why I'm excited, you know. I like to share with you some of the questions and thoughts that I wrote down while I was at the AIC yesterday, um, with regard to astral projection and the like. I wrote, how can consciousness evolve when consciousness is? It is the body mind that learns, I wrote. How can consciousness learn when I thought it is all knowing? What makes us forget if the consciousness knows? Who is reading our knowingness when we're in the body? Okay. Let's see. So, who is reading our knowingness when we're. Okay. What did I mean by that? I wrote the word reaping, but. Oh, okay, that's what I said reading our knowing. I meant to say reaping. So I did spell it correctly. I thought it was a typo that I did. But, like, why I wrote that is that a lot of out of body experiences, and when we come back to a body, we forget. And like reincarnation that I'm learning about, the same thing. When we come, when we get reincarnated, we forget where we came from. So I was wondering who makes us forget, because I feel nothing is just by chance. So someone is behind that. Okay. And then I wrote down knowing overcomes fear. Okay, so I sometimes get afraid, like sometimes you might have dreams that you're flying or something. At least when I was a teenager, I had a lot of these weird sensations of fear in my body when that was happening, or the sense of being elevated. I had a lot of fear, you know, and that they said that the more you know what's going on, it erases the fear, you know. Um, they talked about, let's see, my tendons are getting hard because it may need a workout. And I wrote, like chewing gum, that's left out on the table. And what I meant by that, like, um, she was saying that the more that we exercise astral projections, the more spiritually limber we become, and we're able to fly about more smoothly, more easily. And when we're not doing it, our movement may be give us a feel of like resistance and like stiffness. And then she used the analogy of chewing gum. When you chew your gum, it's soft, but when you take it out of your mouth and so you put it on the table, it gets hard because it's just left out there. Okay. And then I wrote, oops, uh-oh, oops, I just have to back up. I clicked on something accident, I almost erased it, I think. Okay, where was I reading now? Dinner void, something void may been, oh boy, I'm trying to read my handwriting. Okay. Oh, I wrote, they mentioned that about habits. That, okay, if you keep on doing this, it becomes a habit. And they said that, you know, 21 days of doing something is something that could like rewire your mind, that it becomes a habit, you know. So why I wrote that down, you know, for me to remember was that I need to do something long enough for it to be more, make me feel more that it comes to me naturally, that I'm not really fighting it, you know. So I need to do something for at least 21 days, you know. And then I asked, where is memory stored? You know, we do things, and um, if we don't readily remember it, that nothing is lost. I was told that, you know, we that everything we look at is it's being stored somewhere, a database. I believe this, you know. And so where's it stored? And how to get access and tap into these memories, you know. Let's see. I'm trying to remember this one message here. Oops. Oops. Uh-oh. Something. Well, I'm new with this because I have my another device in my hand, and I almost I deleted a word. I'm trying to read my notes. That Dana Void may be been an out of body journey to take place when you've been void may have been. Boy, I can't even read that handwriting. Read that. Dana Void may been an something void may been an out of body journey to a place when uh, then you remember. Okay, I think what I'm saying there. I apologize for this. You know, not speaking clearly right now. It's just, sometimes you write notes real quickly, and sometimes you make a typo or a sentence fragment. You don't know what you're really trying to say. Um, about deja vu. That okay, someone was mentioning that sometimes they feel that they remember being at a place, and what it occurred to me because everything is stored somewhere, our experiences, that I was thinking, like, let's say you're walking down the street and you look at something, you say, boy, I remember seeing this, you know. And it could have been that our um, we may have astral projected to that particular place, or let's say at a you know, an event or something that you've been there, and then when you came to, you know, you woke up, then you went out and about, and then you see something and it triggered your oh yeah, this is familiar. That's what it could have been. Because they said sometimes you go to places where you've already been, or new places. So um, so that's what I meant to um, say. And yeah, so yeah, I just feel really excited, you know, about everything. And again, if I could motivate anybody, I want to. And I want to go on this spirit. It's no turning back. It's no turning back, guys. That, you know, just a year ago this time, you know, I was the good little Christian, and I I would have thought all this was hogwash. Yeah, it was a frightening journey, and I'm still a little anxious about certain things, but I'm seeing that, wow, there's a whole new world out there, and I want to taste it. I want to experience it, and I want to know, not believe. That's what another YouTuber taught me, to be in the know rather than being in the belief. Anyone could believe in anything. I want to know by experience. So, definitely share this video with friends, family. Um, you can comment below. Please subscribe. It's free to subscribe and to give me the thumbs up. Take care, guys. Bye bye.